And a good morning to you all. It is a Wednesday. Look at that pretty shot there in the eastern skies of Meadville. And we pretty much have that kind of look throughout the tri state area. Can't wait for that beautiful sunrise. Sun breaks the horizon, I believe, about 10 to 15 minutes from now. And, so hopefully you can enjoy some of the nice sunrises there. I'm going to put the airport camera on here, and they have some. Oh, there are the workers working hard, getting ready for the United Express to take off here. And but we're going to go toward the east. A lot of people like to see what I think is one of the prettiest sunrises here over at the airport. Right there, you can almost see where the brightest of the bright is. That's where the sun will rise later in the day. Can't wait for that. That should be um, a real pretty sunrise as well. And we're off to a good start for the day. We've got some great weather, courtesy of high pressure, that gave us a nice tranquil night, and had things on the calm side. This front, though, is going to bring an end to that. This is a rather vigorous front. It's a very strong front in the fact that it has some gusty winds and some changeable weather with it. It's making its way steadily through Michigan right now. And the timing of the front, as we go to our futurecast. So there's good. Now watch as we head toward midday. The winds pick up. Look at those. Look at those streamlines going faster. So faster winds, gusting up to 30 to 35. Here comes that front. You can clearly see it there. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, about 3-ish, 3 and 4, we see initially a hit of rain because temperature is going to get well into the upper 40s, mid to upper 40s before the front comes in. So it's going to be rain, but the air turns sharply colder behind the front, and the rain will quickly change to snow. This wouldn't be as big of a deal if it wasn't the timing. It's right during the rush hour. We think of it as 5 o'clock, but traffic, seems to start picking up right after school lets out for most. So rush hour to me, I mean, if you've been on Peach Street at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the traffic is pretty heavy. So you can see it quickly goes to some snow, and looks like the snow ends around here in Erie. Each run ends a little sooner. It starts a little sooner, like 3-ish, and goes until 5. So it's basically a 2-hour window for most of you. For Erie, 3 to 5, and so the end of the rush hour may actually be okay, though gusty winds. Getting out of Meadville and Warren by 6 or 7, and then that's it. Now, again, it's a quick hitter. Wind gusts of 35. Rain will go quickly to snow. I don't think the temperatures will drop below freezing while that front goes through during the actual frontal passage, but the snow may be steady enough to put a quick layer of slush on the roadways, and that could make for kind of a slower go, or at least a little bit of a challenge as you plan your travels. So generally from say 3:30 until 7 across northwestern Pennsylvania, watch for those gusty winds. Here in Erie, again, things should be done between 5 and 6, and out of the region, out of Meadville, more by 7 or 8. After that, temperatures fall quickly. The gusty winds hopefully can dry the roads, but if they don't, it could get kind of slick here later in the evening with that cold north wind, especially if the skies clear out later. The winds do die down toward daybreak. A nice looking day tomorrow, though very cold. We'll be lucky to get above 40, 42. And then Friday, here comes a southeast wind. That's a good milder wind. Clouds thicken up, though, during the day. Looks like the showers come in late morning or noon, and some pretty good rainfall there as a warm front tries to slide on by there. We'll get well into the 50s. So, excuse me. So, we have a real bouncing ball on the temperatures here, as we'll check it out here, our forecasted highs over the next couple of days. So about 49 today, and then boom, come evening, it's going to drop into the 30s. Highs around 40 tomorrow, 50s Friday. that Saturday is going to be its own mini weather change. That 59 is a midday high. Temperatures will fall probably into the mid 30s by sunset. So steady fall through the afternoon, maybe some wet snow. And then Sunday, cold and dry. Sunday will be a lot like tomorrow, maybe a touch milder. Then we're back up into the 50s and even 60s for the early part of next week. So this isn't good weather for aches and pains. The changeable weather can really cause, headaches and that kind of deal. So if you are weather sensitive, um, next 5 days, unfortunately, won't be your friend. It's gonna be kind of a rough go there for the next couple of days. And let's add weather to those temperatures here as we check out the 7-day forecast. We have again upper 40s today. There's that late rain to wet snow in that late afternoon to very early evening period. So it's about a 3-hour window, 3 to 4 hour window for Northwest PA, but no one area will probably get more than an hour's worth of precipitation. So from that standpoint, it hopefully won't be too bad. But if you're driving through the thick of it, it could be a bit of a rough go. So low 40s tomorrow, maybe near 40 in Erie. May not get out of the 30s here in Erie. And that's saying something when you have an almost April sun on Thursday. Saturday is April 1st. No fooling. And colder conditions Saturday, 59, going probably to about 35 by the end of the day. Cold hit for Sunday. Again, Sunday, very similar to tomorrow with some chill. And then look at that, back in the 50s on Monday and Tuesday. Now, some models want to bring in some afternoon showers. Not buying it for now, but we'll see how things go as we head on toward the rest of the week. And whoops, what happened? Okay, there we go. So today is Mom and Pop Day, Mom and Pop Business Day, and on our Facebook page, we have we ask you what is your favorite, maybe in the past growing up, and or those that are still around for now. And of course, I grew up in Erie, tons of first generation, especially Italian restaurants. Serafini's, Luigi's, Hector's. Um, I mean, just all Chuck and Jenny's. All of these first generations, and that's just a smattering. Those are just off the top of my head. A lot of these small mom and pop stores, the regional hardware store. For me, I grew up Art's Bakery. Back when I was a kid, still there when the father ran it. Best cookies in town. Even got some milk from time to time. It was the first place that my mom let me drive across Route 20 or listen to me, ride my bike. She let me actually cross Route 20 to get the milk, which is a big deal, when I was like 12. So that was the first time she gave me real responsibility when I could do that because I grew up around that area. So many of you, I'm sure, I know there are literally tons, not just in Erie. Many of the townships have their local, Art's Bakery was well known in Mill Creek. We have others, Bellows. Grew up, Bellows there on 8th Street. Also, Mill Creek, not quite in the city, but everyone has their own different areas, and we got a lot of responses. So go on our Facebook page. Tell us what your favorite mom and pop store was then and what it is now. Today, we still have some of the mom and pops stores still around and restaurants. A lot of young entrepreneurs seem to be, the bigger ones for today's, mom and pop businesses. So promote them as best you can. Okay. Buy local, stay local, help local. That's kind of what we're seeing here. Hello to you, Shelley. Good to see you this morning. Bob and Sue in Jacksonville. Good morning as well. Hey, Lori. Frosty. Yeah, frost on the grass. 26 clear skies. You're going to get that. Hello, Eric. Friday, I don't know, Eric, I don't know if, it's interesting. Looks more wet. I don't see Saturday as a repeat of last Saturday. And we had, straight line winds. And it turns out the Weather Service did indeed look at a lot of the damage that happened, particularly Crawford County, a lot of trees and snap trees. And it turns out there were straight line winds. And that's kind of, the pictures that I saw kind of, I tend to agree. But the winds hit over 100 miles an hour. Okay, that's a borderline EF2 tornado. So that's why you still have a lot of the damage, but there wasn't any twisting of that damage. And that's why they have it as straight line winds. Danielle, good to see you. Hello, April. Good morning. Nancy Turner. Hey, Bill. Yeah, calm before the storm. Definitely today here. Gusty winds later in the afternoon. Hello, Phyllis. 27 at her place in Edinburgh. 34 out there for Amy out there on State Street. Therese says, yeah, I do remember that. Good morning to you, Vicky. Have yourselves a blessed day as well. And you all have a good day because I'm just about out of time. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. Take care.